Hello, everyone. My name is Emerly Simons, and I am joined today by Jamie Ding at the New Jersey Housing and Mortgage Finance Agency, where he is a multifamily and tax credit program administrator, in addition to a 31-day Jeopardy champion. So thank you so much for being here. We are so excited to have you with us. And yeah, would you like to tell us a little bit about your work at the agency and why affordable housing? What brought you to us?
I'd love to. Thanks for having me, Emily. And hello, everybody. Before coming to HMFA in October 2021, I was in municipal government at the city of Jersey City. And that was a cool experience. I learned a lot. And I mean, one thing I did learn there was that housing is really, really important. And it's, getting more expensive everywhere. And when the opportunity arose to work in policy here at HMFA, I thought that it seemed really neat, getting to work on something really important that would affect the entire state of New Jersey. So yeah, I came here. I worked for 3.5 years on the policy team, doing research, data analysis, contributing to various projects. And then now I'm, multifamily and tax credit program administrator on the multifamily team, and still doing a lot of random projects, but also contributing more specifically to the administration of our inclusionary review process, but other things as well. And as for why affordable housing, like I said, it's really important. People need somewhere to live. It's one of the just basic needs of existence, along with food and water. Housing is shelter. I enjoy trying to contribute to solving problems affecting our society. So, honestly, it's an honor to work here.
Can you talk a little bit about what you do for the agency and any favorite projects that you've worked on here for affordable housing?
Yeah, I've had the privilege of working on a lot of different projects. Like right now, even I've got certain concrete responsibilities, like the inclusionary review process for whether inclusionary projects qualify for tax credits or not. But I've also been able to work on streamlining our application, streamlining our forms. I'm really happy about the work that I've been able to do, along with many other people here, on amending our regulations, our qualified allocation plan for the low-income housing tax credit, as well as the Uniform Housing Affordability Controls (UHAC) for which governs the inclusionary projects in New Jersey. Part of it's just simplifying the language. I prefer, more straightforward communication. So getting to update law is pretty cool.
And can you talk a little bit, you mentioned on Jeopardy, one of your fun facts was about your work here and how New Jersey is doing a great job of building affordable housing. Can you talk a little bit about what specifically we're doing here in New Jersey to make affordable housing happen?
Yeah, so here at our agency, we're financing a lot of affordable projects that receive the low-income housing tax credit, as well as a lot of state subsidy programs. And we're also, helping home buyers to, with down payment assistance. We also have a first-generation home buyers program to, get people, started on that, the classic American dream track. Beyond, our agency, we're also, because of the Mount Laurel doctrine, we are building a lot more housing than other states in the Northeast, and also California. As I mentioned before, we are really ahead of our neighbors, and they really should try to catch up with us.
That's awesome. Go New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So moving into Jeopardy a little bit, can you talk to us, what do you think a trivia champion and an affordable housing expert have in common?
I think the most important thing, at least if you want to be either a trivia champion or an affordable housing expert, is just be curious, ask questions, try to find out the who, the what, the when, the where, and also the why. I think that serves you well in all sorts of contexts.
How has the response been from your coworkers here at NJHMFA in response to your Jeopardy run?
All right, so when I learned that I was going to be on the show, I had no idea how many games I would win. You can't plan for that. So I did tell Donna, Donna Spencer, my direct supervisor, exactly what was happening. And I mentioned the possibility of, perhaps needing to stay longer if things went well. And it turns out they did go well. And Donna was really good at, covering for me. It's not like people were, interrogating her about my whereabouts, but she still did a good job of just, yeah, Jamie's out. He'll be back.
Shout out Donna.
Yeah, shout out to Donna. Thanks, Donna. And she was especially understanding as I continued to win and continued to take PTO. And then once the news got out that I was going to be on the show, it has been just awesome. I mean, everyone's been so nice. You've been so nice. There was more than one cake. Honestly, the first cake kind of lulled me into a false sense of security. Like, we've already had a celebration. Like, it's done.
For those who don't know, we had a surprise party for Jamie, in which the lieutenant governor came and all of that. But it was advertised as the spring celebration. Little did Jamie know it was a bit more than that.
Yeah, and my parents and my sister were there.
Yeah, it was special.
Yeah, it was a very coordinated effort, and I applaud everyone for pulling that off because that was fun.
That's awesome. What was your schedule like for filming the show and working? How did that work, if you're allowed to share that?
I am lucky in that there were a few time-sensitive projects that got finished a little before I started taping. So it was tricky because I would be in LA, and after a full day of taping, it's not really possible to get anything done after that besides eating or sitting down. And
so moving to your experience on the show, do you have a favorite memory or takeaway from your time on Jeopardy?
I mean, the overall favorite memory is just how wonderful all of the people were, the crew, the contestants, Ken. They made a really, really welcoming environment. I mean, I miss it. I would like to, and I'm very, very glad that I get to go back.
Yes, on the Tournament of Champions.
Because it would be nice to see everyone again. For the audience, they show this hype video before each taping starts, and it's just really, really good. Like, great songs, great montage of nice Jeopardy moments. It really gets you excited for the show. So I recommend that if you have the chance, go out to LA and watch a taping of Jeopardy. It's fun.
Preferably when you're playing.
Yeah.
At least for me. That's awesome. And so thank you so much for that. One last question for you. You mentioned on Jeopardy that you love General Tso's chicken. You have an Instagram page for your General Tso's chicken. Do you have a favorite local spot for General Tso's chicken that we should test out?
So often with me, my favorite of whatever is the most recent one that I've had that I've enjoyed.
Fair enough. Good. We'll look for a review on your Instagram page then. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Appreciate you being here, Jamie. Congratulations on an incredible run. And thank you for sharing about your work with us.
Thank you, Emily.